Hi, I'm Dr. Duke and this is Run Smart New York. Today, this is part 3 of a mini-series on preventing IT band syndrome. And I have Caitlin, a local triathlete, who's helping me out today, and I appreciate her help. So our focus today is going to be on flexibility. Now, I told you you cannot stretch the IT band. However, you can stretch all the tissues around it that will help it slide and glide. If you missed it, please go back and check out my 2 different video segments of using foam rollers and beastie balls and different massage tools to help break up adhesions of the IT band as it attaches to your quad and as it attaches to your hamstrings and glutes. All right, we're gonna turbocharge this, so let's get busy. There's a number of stretches that I love, and when you do them for about 30 seconds each, and do them at night. That's my recommendation. I wouldn't do this before you go for a run. It deactivates the tissues. All right, let's first start with a full kinetic chain stretch, showing what we were going over before. You lean into like an elevation. I kind of use a bed, use a couch, use something that's elevated. Notice how she kind of got into the stretch. Her other leg is bent, keeping her balance. In this particular movement, we're getting the lats, we're getting the quadratus lumborum, which attaches the pelvis to the ribs. We're getting that tensor fascia lata, and we're getting all the way down the kinetic chain. If I bring her leg even a little further back, and now tell her, rotate more on your stomach, it's getting the entire erector spinae group. Those are the railroad tracks that run up and down your spine. It's an excellent stretch to keep a full body limber. All right, let's come out of that, Caitlin. Next one, I want to actually stretch into the piriformis or hip rotators. Go ahead, get down. I would use the other leg. There we go, put that leg on. Now what we're trying to do is get the tibia or your shin square on the table. Get your other leg back further, further, further. Perfect. Now get the knee down on the ground. Come on, let it hit here. I don't want a really big knee bend. I want a wide angle. So that way you get from the peroneals up the IT band. We're trying to release the quad from this area. And now bridge into it. Plank into it. Bend that back knee a little more. Perfect. That's a great way to stretch out that particular hip area. Come out of that, Caitlin, for me. And now I want you to get into a nice big lunge. Lunge forward and get one leg up on top of the table. So get this leg on top of the table, all the way back. Lunge that other leg forward, deeper. Get square. And now look up at the ceiling. We're trying to get the quads right now, and the quads run from the front of the hip all the way down to the knee, all the way down. It's a 2-joint muscle. Right now we're only stretching one of those joints. So, Caitlin, we gotta bend your leg. Grab it with one of your hands. That's it. It's not about touching your heel to your butt. I don't care about that. It's about keeping your pelvis down to the table. So down. Perfect. Don't overarch your back. Breathe in as you get this stretch. That's a great way to kind of get the hip flexors, psoas, iliacus, and quadriceps. Now, lie on your back for me on the table. Both your knees bent. Just lay face up. Good. Take this leg, pull it up towards your chest, anchor it underneath because you have that knee injury. She had an ACL repair, we don't want to mess that up. So pull this nice and high, and now scoot over to the edge a little bit, and drop this leg down to the, well, maybe grab your ankle. Now let it drop to the ground and pull it all the way back. So this way we're keeping the pelvis level on the table. We're stretching the rectus femoris, the psoas, and we're getting the 2 parts of the quadricep. So this is another way to kind of get into the hip flexor mechanism. Excellent. Come on, out of that, face this direction. Put your ankles nice and wide. Now take this arm, lift it up over your head, almost like you're a waiter and you're pressing up to the ceiling. So there's a muscle group called the quadratus lumborum, and it's a hip hiker. When it gets short and tight, like if you run in the same direction every day around a track or on a embankment, the muscles over here get really short and tight and they'll kind of hike the hip up in the air. So we want to stretch this area out because if this gets too short and tight, guess what? The tensor fascia lata is going to kick in and the IT band is going to get short and tight and pull on your kneecap and cause havoc around your knee and around your hip and bursitis. All right, so reach up towards the ceiling, lean a little to the side, Breathe in to elevate your rib cage. Take this leg and step behind yourself. How's that look? I think that looks pretty good. Now breathe in, reach up, nice. And that's a full kinetic chain, lats, QL, TFL, all the way down. All right, come on out of that. Now, for all you swimmers out there and triathletes here, or like really getting tight on the bike, here's another way to target that area. Sit over here and put your legs out that way. Put both your legs straight out. Bend this knee for me. Perfect. Take that hand, put it over here. Reach this arm up. Take a little sideways. Now, can you get to the outer part of that ankle? Come on, grab your ankle. She can't do it, but that's okay. We'll forgive her. She's a triathlete. She's short and tight up over here. This is getting her lats. It's getting around the rotator cuff. It's getting the lats. It's getting a little bit into the quadratus lumborum. This is another great way to stretch it out, because if you don't release the tension of the lats, the QL will get tight. And if you remember what I just said, if the QL gets tight, the tensor fasciae lata kicks in, and then the IT band gets adhesive and short and tight, and that's not good for anybody. All right, now let's come out of this stretch, and let's show them how to stretch out. They used to call Romanian Lunges. Get on a diagonal so we can really check this out. Get one leg back, good. Get into a nice lunge posture. Try to get your balance. Perfect. What I like about this is that she's targeting the glute medius on the opposite side. That's her stabilizing leg. I want you to get your hands behind your head. And now we're getting deep into the psoas muscle. The psoas is this really big filet mignon muscle that runs from your hip all the way through the abdomen into the spine. And when it's short and when it's tight, it pulls the spine forward and it causes problems with the lower back, as well as causing problems with the hip. So when you get into this posture, I want you to maybe lift your rib cage up, arch back a little bit. Now tilt sideways. Now we're really getting in there. Now rotate for me. Perfect. That's a great way to hit on that stretch. Now come out of that for me. We have one more for you. This is pretty aggressive, so hang on. It's going to stretch out your entire quad, and that's what I want, and hopefully it'll release some issues that are going on with the IT band. So you can do this against your bed, you can do this against a couch. I'm putting a nice soft physio ball here. Get into that lunge and get your leg all the way back. The key for this one is to have the shin perpendicular, really straight up and down. Now, I want you to lean back. I want that butt to touch that heel. Don't over-exaggerate the arch in your back. That's not how you do it. Pull back. There we go. Yep, keep your balance. And now, we're going to try to flatten your pelvis. Go ahead, flatten the pelvis, and you should feel fire up and down your quad about now. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. I'm Dr. Duke, and this was Run Smart, New York.